We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Allen going to go to the air right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 2nd down, here's the option. They pitch it to Harris. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. It's brought in by Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. We'll find Damian Harris out of the backfield. Touchdown! Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. 4th. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. And now the first run for Devon Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A give up the middle to H.A. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll try and run it with H.A. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They run for it. H.A. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon H.A. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big call there on their opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. It pays off.
And I think, Brandon, they were feeling like they needed to match that touchdown on the other end. They didn't want to give them an advantage by kicking a field goal and being down here at the outset.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On play action, here's Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they run with Harris off the option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Tua, a final shot before half. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run for it with A-Chain. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Again, it's A-Chain. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Middle.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for two. They're going to try and run.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 1. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
56, 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox. Touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Took him a little too far. It's second down. On first down, Tagovailoa. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Flush. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But and my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a toss left for A-Chain.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 17. Hurt. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.